He did the last Sidney Lumet film, too.
What was that?
That was called,
Welcome back to Film Talk.
yeah, welcome back to Vin Diesel Film Talk.
He's a thespian, you know.
Yeah.
There are many topics and concepts we are all familiar with, but aren't exactly sure how they work. Each week, Alan Fitzgerald and I choose a topic and try our best to explain it. This is Explaining Things.
Welcome back to another episode of Explaining Things. As always, I'm your host, Jonathan Tilson, with my co-host, Alan Fitzgerald.
I'm also a host.
Alan, what is NASCAR?
What is NASCAR?
Yeah.
Everyone knows what NASCAR is.
Do they?
Yeah.
I don't.
It's an excuse to drink 30 Budweiser.
I think that's pretty accurate. It's just like, what if we had the lowest level entertainment in front of us so we can go somewhere and get fucked up?
But we can bring our own 30 rack.
That's America.
Yeah. Sit in the sun, dude.
Sit in the sun.
Have like 18 Bud Heavies.
Kind of a picnic feel, only there's a chance you're going to watch a body get mangled in front of you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Death picnic.
Death picnic.
It's kind of a death picnic.
Episode 117, Death Picnic.
Dude, it sounds like a great movie.
Yeah.
Death Picnic.
Death Picnic.
Starring Gerard Butler, because he doesn't give a fuck.
So it's driving fast in circles.
Yeah.
That's what they hate when you reduce it to that, but that's what
Because
it is.
it is so crazy, difficult, and dangerous, and we're just like, stupid, boring!
I'm sure it is. But the thing is, when every car is going 200, it's different. It doesn't seem as fast from the outside.
No, it doesn't.
You know, if one car was going 50, then you see
Dude,
the speed.
So you think we should have some pedestrians on the track
I think some Honda Civics.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
A couple of those old station wagons with the wood paneling.
I think that's exactly it. A family.
Oh God!
How did I take a wrong turn? Is it a sport?
Yeah.
It's a sport?
Yeah.
Even though you're riding something and
Yeah, I mean, there is...
they are in shape.
Yeah, it is physical exertion.
It is physical exertion. They're not fat.
No.
They're very rarely fat.
No.
They always show the fucking video.
You think they would be, just so their fans have someone to root for?
I mean, there was a guy, Stewart. What was his name? Something.
Tony Stewart? Was he the guy who killed someone?
Tony Stewart, who I think killed someone, and I think he had a gut. So I think he was kind of the John Daly. I think he was just like...
His gut swerved him into the other guy.
How do you get into it? Dad.
Yeah.
Dad likes cars.
Yeah. Well, I think what happens is your dad's IQ slowly drops from alcohol abuse.
Yeah.
And then he gets you into it, and then he gets you into Budweiser.
Yep.
And then your IQ...
All of a sudden, you got a sponsor.
Yeah.
Do you think it rescues people from poverty? You know, kind of like the rap game? You know? Like, do you think like a fucking hillbilly's
Kind of like the rap game? You know?
We're speaking into the rap game, the RAP game.
You know, like Master P, the game?
Notorious B.I.G.?
You know who I'm talking about.
Do you think there are poor people, poor white people, who are like, fucking NASCAR got me out of this? NASCAR got me out of my trailer.
Yeah. There's probably a bunch of them who just end up being mechanics.
Guaranteed. That's what you do on the side, for sure. Like, you're kind of a pit crew guy until you get your own fucking car.
Yeah.
It's like a comic going to hang at shows before you actually become a comic.
Yes.
Yeah. You're in the world.
Maybe you work the coat room.
You work the coat
at
room.
The Chuckle Bucket in shit-ass Indiana.
That's right. You're the doorman, even though you weigh 160. I mean, your fans are fucking a certain type of people.
They're salt of the earth.
They're salt of the earth.
Salt of the earth people.
What's the difference?
Maybe a little overweight. Sure, they probably do more crystal meth than the average fan base.
They probably do.
Probably do.
Do they have the most limited fan base as far as demographic goes?
I mean, it's a lot of whites.
It's a lot of whites. What's the difference between a NASCAR fan base and a hockey fan base? Snow?
Snow. I think hockey fan bases are a little more psychopathic, too.
Yeah, you think they get into more fights in the stands?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think NASCAR fans are there for a good old time, you know?
Good old time. Yeah.
Where hockey is just like, beat the shit out of that foreigner.
I think both fan bases are like, make me forget about my life.
Probably.
I think, make me forget about my fat wife at home.
Yeah.
Let me drink until I feel young again.
Uncalled for.
Yeah.
That fat wife has been a sturdy presence in your life for quite some time, buddy.
A support beam.
Yeah, she's had 2 kids, all right? Give her a little bit of a break.
NASCAR has to be a tough one when you're watching it on TV to, like, say to your wife, like, I'm busy.
Yeah.
Because every time she comes in, it's the same point in the race as far as she's concerned.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. There's no halftime either, so.
There's no halftime. You're just watching something on loop.
Honey, it's the big race, okay?
It's not like, honey, it's the fourth quarter.
Honey, if you look at your calendar, I wrote shut the fuck up on this exact date.
That's exactly right.
So
I got out of the house during your Beanie Baby convention.
Go to the Sheets and get yourself some hash browns with cheese on them.
While you're there, get me some pigs and blankie.
Yeah. Also, I need another 36 beers.
This race is only half done. Really, it's got to be a fucking tough day when a man gives up alcohol but still has to watch NASCAR. You know, your first NASCAR race without booze.
What the fuck have I been doing my whole life?
What have I been doing? This isn't good. This is awful. This isn't stimulating.
Everything I used to do seems stupid now.
That's right. I think I'm going to jerk off during this race to enhance it. I imagine the Latinos who are all about a souped-up Honda Civic could really enjoy NASCAR.
I mean, dude, they love Vin Diesel, and Vin Diesel's the NASCAR of actors.
He is the NASCAR of actors. I mean, those are two different worlds, but don't tell me they couldn't cross over.
No, dude.
You know?
Dude, they absolutely could.
Illegal street racing and fucking NASCAR.
Yeah, dude.
Although, I bet it feels
Dude,
like...
if you like the shit that rednecks like, they love you no matter what.
Oh, yeah.
Black guy who's like, I don't like gay people getting married.
They're like, we're coming around on these people.
That's nice.
I bet if you go from like a souped-up Honda Civic to NASCAR, though, it lacks a little of the spice. You know, a little of the, being illegal feels good. You know, getting on the police scanner, realizing like, okay, they're all across town.
So you're saying we should have, the NASCAR should be able to bump up and down?
Yeah, yes, that's what I'm saying. It should have
It's a small change, I think, you know.
Yeah, a little underglow.
Yeah,
some spinner rims.
Look, I mean, we got to tell NASCAR people, like, listen, we got 1,000 of these fuckers jumping the border every day. You know it, I know it.
That's right. And they're going to be taking your jobs again, this time in NASCAR.
Vin Diesel, NASCAR, make it happen. Honestly, why isn't he like the spokesman for that?
I mean, he should be, because that's an entirely new market.
Yeah. They love those movies.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, dude.
The first Fast and Furious, I'll argue for. It hit the notes.
That's dude, that one sucked.
The first one was the only good one.
No, you're wrong.
They get so over the top.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That movie, dude. The stupider that movie is, the better.
Well, that's got some truth, but the first one was the foundation for everything we've seen.
No, it wasn't stupid in a fun way. It was like it took itself seriously.
That's right.
Honestly, dude, the Fast and Furious movies are fun if you've had enough concussions.
Oh yeah.
Who's that quarterback for the Dolphins?
Tua Tagliova?
He's going to love those movies in like 3 seasons.
Those movies start to make sense. Mindless
The world's worst professional boxers love those movies.
Oh, they love them. The ones who take a pounding and never go down, but have no skills.
Yeah, the ones who are offense only never learned how to do the defense.
That's right.
They love
they
those
can
films.
grasp a quarter-mile race.
When someone drives a Hummer out of a helicopter, he doesn't ask questions.
No, he does not.
He's just like, oh yeah.
No. You're
How'd they get it up there? Who cares?
Of course. Of course. They just did. All right. Are you going to argue?
What, are you fucking stupid? It's on the screen.
Are you going to argue with what's before your eyes?
It's on the screen.
It's on the screen. Has there ever been a coexist sticker next to a NASCAR sticker?
No, I don't think so.
No climate change defenders next to a Jimmy Johnson sticker.
There's got to be at least one liberal NASCAR fan.
Yeah. One fat woman with pink hair, fucking Jimmy Johnson, fucking foam fingers. Lesbos love NASCAR. Not all, but in the South.
How do you know? That feels like you're just stereotyping them.
No.
Like they like doing shit.
I know it in my heart. I lived in the South for a while, and a butch lesbian, she's basically a dude. You know, she's a tough lady. You talk to her and she's tough. I have to imagine she embraces some of the culture. Wow. Also, if there are gays that the South are fine with, it's a butch lesbian.
Probably.
Like, she gets it. She's had a miner's helmet on her head.
Look, I know what the Bible says, but she's dressed like Larry the Cable Guy. How bad can she be?
They can smush shit together as long as they want to.
Yeah. Don't bother me none.
God don't say nothing about lesbians. It's cornhole he don't like. They can smush all they want.
They can smush all they want.
What do you do, just?
That's the most progressive part we've ever had on this show.
Yeah,
is
we're-
you saying they can smush all they want.
We're pro smushing on the Explaining Things podcast.
Sniz smushing.
Sniz smushing.
Yeah, so NASCAR it's just fun.
Something to do.
It's fun. I don't want to call them white trash. We'll call them rural folk.
They're rural folk.
Rural folk.
Big outside of cities.
They enjoy it. They get together. They have a good old rootin' tootin' good time.
That's right.
Okay?
They like to have fun.
Yeah.
It's a day out.
Yeah.
It really is. It's going to a baseball game but getting more shit-faced.
Yeah. If people don't understand it, like, okay, for people in Brooklyn, NASCAR is basically their version of a lesbian art film. All right?
That's right.
That's what it is.
Just as much tragedy.
So what if no one else gets it? So if other people don't get it, they get it.
They get it. Lesbians and NASCAR fans, many of them have drunk dads.
Yeah.
All right? There's some crossover here.
Yeah.
I've got one last comment.
What's that?
Formula One racing has caught on with racing fans. It's a new thing. It's almost like soccer. Like, people with a brain who fancy themselves kind of intelligent are getting into F1. That's a different thing. That's a new race. They think it's
Isn't it the same thing as NASCAR?
it's got more loops.
Hi, do you kind of like NASCAR but also know what Havarti cheese is?
Excuse me, is there gluten in this? I'm trying to watch Formula One. I don't need a diarrhea attack on the third lap. If you didn't know what NASCAR was before this, you do now. Bye, guys.